city blues. Boots in the mud, yeah. Step on the glass, catching that wildlife. Toledo, where we at? Got my boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer, yeah. I stomp in the dirt, Glass City on my shirt, 419 on the grind, putting soul in the work. From the bay to the block, you can hear that sound. Toledo in the blood, roots deep in the ground. Yeah, I walk where the broken glass cut through the pain, but we stronger than the struggle. Sunshine through rain, river rolling, got the walleye on the line. Every hook, every cast, yeah, the city still shine. Got my boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer. Clap, 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 stomp, stomp, let the beat ride slow. Glass City blues with a hip-hop flow. From the east side, hustle to the west side, pride. We the heart of the 419, won't hide. See the sparks from the glass, shine in the street. Hear the boots in the mud, feel the bass in the beat. Catch a fish, say a prayer, let the river remind. It's the soul of Toledo, keep the step in time. Oh, down by the water. Glass cuts deep, but it makes us stronger. Boots too heavy, but we still keep stepping. 419, yeah, that's the only direction. Got my boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer. Boots in the mud, stepping on glass, catching that walleye. Toledo soul, it don't get no realer. Boots in the mud, yeah. Step on the glass, catching that walleye. Toledo, where we at? Got my boots.
Step by step, I'm climbing high. Left my baggage, kissed it goodbye. New shoes on my feet, scuffed the ground. Echoes of dreams, no longer bound.
The air up here is thin but sweet. Every stumble turns to beat. I'm moving on up
Like George and Wheezy, life ain't perfect, but it's looking breezy. Up the ladder I go, can't make me queasy. Moving on up like George and Wheezy.
Moving on up like George and Wheezy. I built my bridge from scraps and fire. Burnt down, down, climbed out the mire. Every brick laid was a piece of me. Now I'm dancing where the clouds can see. The air up here is thin but sweet. Every stumble turns to beat. I'm moving on up like George and Wheezy. Life ain't perfect, but it's looking breezy. Up the ladder I go, can't make me queasy. Moving on up like George and Wheezy.
chasing the past. I've had my doubts, I've had my fears, but every time I look at you, they disappear.
I've seen storms, felt pain, learned how to be strong. Tried doing life all on my own, but you came in when my smile was gone. Turned my broken days into a favorite song.
When everything around me's falling apart,
You remind me who I am. And when the weight of life gets heavy on your heart, I'll always take your hand.
you're the reason I still believe in love. You're the reason I don't give up when the world gets cold. We're enough, yeah. You're the reason I still smile through the pain. You're the sunshine after the rain. If happiness had a name, it'd be yours, yeah. You're the reason.
I don't need much, don't need it all, just you beside me. When I fall, every dream feels closer now, 'cause you remind me what this life's about.
They say love fades, feelings change, but what we got ain't fragile, babe. Through every high and low we face, I choose you again every single day.
When the noise gets loud and the road gets tough, we lean on us.
You're the reason I still believe in love. You're the reason I don't give up when the world gets cold. We're enough, yeah. You're the reason I still smile through the pain. You're the sunshine after the rain. If happiness had a name, it'd be yours, yeah. You're the reason.
Even when we don't agree,
We still fight for it.
in every flaw you see me.
You love me honestly.
Ain't perfect, but it's real. That's the kind of love you feel.
If I'm standing tall today, it's 'cause you didn't walk away. You're the reason we're still happy inside, still laughing, still trying, still choosing love every time, yeah. You're the reason. Through the seasons, through the years, through the doubts, through the tears, as long as you're right here,
I know why. You're the reason
why love feels like home.
Rise and Grind Morning Show is on. 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Rise and Grind family. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Sean Juan, in the studio with the Dr. Liddell.
Good morning, great people of the world.
Of the world.
Of the world.
Of the world.
It's time to get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Also, shout out to the co-owner of P360 Studios and the producer of the Rise and Grind Morning Show, Jesse Coleman.
Good morning, Toledoans, Detroitians. Is it Detroitians? Whatever it is, good morning.
The Ians.
Detroitians? No.
Detroiters.
Detroiters?
Detroiters.
That's dumb.
Detroiters.
Yeah.
Michiganders.
Michiganders, yeah, I've heard that.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to DJ Impress, who's in the comment section. So, good morning. Yeah,
Press, not Impress.
Not N. Impress. So, people don't know what the Impress stands for. He's going to type it in for you. So, people go, oh, okay, got it. So, that way they're not like, what? Impress? Like, make it make sense. Like, find them. Find them. I'm trying to figure out what find them is. But
Sean, what does that mean? We're still trying to figure that out.
Good morning, Mother Berry. How are you? Thank you for joining us, as you always do. Part of the Rise and Grind family, morning show family. We appreciate you tuning in with us daily. And as a matter of fact, we appreciate those who support us, that follow us, and seen us on the radio.
Not stalk us or like the feds or anything like that, but like follow us like on social media.
Right.
All of our posts and all of our stuff like that.
Did anybody get a request from that person?
I did not.
I got a friend request from that person. I was like, I don't even know who this is.
I said, what the bloody Jesus Dr. Liddell got his head?
I don't know where it came from. Why was it me?
I said, why your spiritual attacks got to become our spiritual attacks?
But why was it me though?
Well, I guess we a team.
Yeah, we're family now. We in this together. But I don't even know how did it get from me though?
Look, Dr. Liddell is the one that'll run home and say, they trying to beat me up, and we all hop out and go, who's trying to beat you up? And then you point and be like, how we get caught up in that?
Look, I don't even know where did it come from. Like, I was just like, oh, okay. And here's the crazy part. When the group said, what does she mean? I was actually still on the church's profile. So I'm looking, but I saw that person. I'm like, I don't see any message from that person with me. And then I realized, oh, you're on the wrong profile. So when I switched over, I found the comment, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know where this comes from.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I got to do some investigation, because whoever it is, like, here's the thing. I know everybody has their thoughts on conspiracy theories and everything. But come on, y'all. Like, after a while, it's too much.
Yeah.
It is.
It's too, like, if I try to chase every single one,
You go crazy,
I
right?
go crazy.
Right.
I mean, there are
It's
people
like-
who show up to meetings about other stuff, and they're still on that conspiracy type thing and trying to bring that conspiracy into the meetings, and it's
I can't do
insane.
it. I can't.
I got a conspiracy theorist thing. I want to know, how come we not making more Kool-Aid when we eat dinner? That's what I want to know.
Oh no, I
Well, I
stopped
don't
making
drink
Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid.
when my kids was little.
Yeah, I don't drink Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
Y'all
I
drink
stopped
Kool-Aid?
making
Y'all drink a Kool-Aid?
Now, if ain't nothing else and I'm thirsty, then I'll drink some. But
You know why I don't drink Kool-Aid? Because I don't like making it.
That part. Yeah. I think,
Whose turn is to make Kool-Aid?
Yeah, whose turn?
It ain't my turn.
That was a favorite saying in all our homes.
Right.
We're going to make the Kool-Aid.
Shoot, we always tried to make it because my mama didn't put the sugar in there like we
Yeah,
wanted to.
my mother didn't either.
She like, no, this is enough.
Like, you don't make it right.
You got this cup and this cup. That's all you get.
2 cups of sugar in there.
Yeah.
Man, no
Yes,
thank you.
on a 4-quarter pitcher.
Yes.
Look,
Yeah.
I put 2.5, maybe 3.
I'm like, oh, you drinking the last one? Hold on, let's make it real quick. Shoot, you got to get smart with that stuff.
You got to get smart with it,
You gotta get
man.
smart with that
So,
stuff. But
yeah.
you know what? Sometimes some people just don't have anything else to fill their time up.
Yeah, what's good?
And yesterday was a wrong time because, ma'am, I was busy.
Consume yourself with,
Yeah.
with nonsense.
I'm too busy to be trying to figure out what you're talking about.
Look, DJ Empress said they got a bunch at the trap.
Yeah, we do. We
Bunch
do
of Kool-Aid?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bunch of Kool-Aid. That's what people call it.
Hey,
It just tastes like Kool-Aid. It do.
it do, but
It's healthy Kool-Aid.
it
So.
is
And
because
it's
last
got its own
time,
sweetness. So.
look, the last time I drank something out of the trap, brother got his zing back.
It was ziggity boom.
Here's ziggity boom, I got my zing, and my body weren't hurting or nothing. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I need some of that trap juice.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
need some trap juice, Jesse?
Yeah.
I have to get you some.
Yeah.
I had some before. You brought me some before. It was great. You brought me 2 cups actually.
What I would like to do is like we need to bring in some different flavors and let people know like what we're drinking, and
It changes every day, though.
it changes every day.
Yeah, they're not always the same. Like there's
Really?
some consistent ones, but they're different ones all the time.
Wow.
It
Well,
goes by demand.
well, I'm just kind of throwing a plug out there, like fellas, get you some of that trap juice. It's gonna help you out. It's gonna help you out. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna help you out. And then you ain't gotta take no pill. Let me just throw that out there. All natural. You said, ooh.
Well, that one would be the BBL in the bottle, guys.
Oh, is that what that is?
Well, for the ladies it's BBL in the bottle. For the guys it's called Perk 10.
Perk 10.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
so y'all heard it here first. Perk 10. Go get you a couple of bottles of it. And then holla at your boy at, next
But
day.
all of them are great, actually.
They are.
They are.
I bet. So, ladies and gentlemen, we had on the check-in podcast, we had Mick Earl on with us, and we've been talking about voting and the seriousness of it. Shout out to Ohio Unity Coalition for coming on the show the other day on Tuesday and really sharing with us the some numbers and being able to show the importance of voting. And ladies and gentlemen, hear me now, believe me later. We're not responsible for any babies. Right, that part. Ain't no baby coming up out of here. I'm good. But at any rate, we gotta really pull together to make some noise in this upcoming election in November. And we gotta be able to show them what we mean, and that we mean business. And so with that being said, we must do some things to shake up some things. And one of the things that I proposed was we need to pick a day at least twice a month, or we pick a spot where we bring in food trucks, we bring in pop-up shops, we bring in entertainment, activities for the kids, people that have can bring sell fresh fruits and vegetables, and people that might have those freezers where they can sell meats and things like that. And we do not spend a dime for that day between a certain hour. So it can be from 11 to 7. But just making it a fun time, a fun activity where we are showing that we're not playing anymore. And we are making some demands. So I don't know how that's really going to work out, because the famous saying is there's no unity in community. So there it is.
It takes time.
It takes time.
And you got to get the people who really connect
Yeah.
with everyone, because it can't just be one person to connect.
Right.
It's got to be the key people who connect with key areas and key groups.
Key groups.
So,
Yeah. I think what's very discouraging is when we see what's going on in our country right now. I'm just like, is the word accountability thrown out the window? Because I'm
for
like,
some people, yeah.
yeah,
It's
because
like
I'm
a pocket
like,
change.
I'm like, wait a minute, this cannot be happening. Like, I'm literally watching things unfold, and I'm like, never in my lifetime would I thought that we would have a person that is the leader of our country being able to do what it is that he does, but we don't have Congress, we don't have Senate no more.
Well, all we can do at this point is do the part that we can to make a change.
Right.
And every little piece counts.
Right.
And people have to be willing to do their part. Oftentimes people say, it won't matter. But every little gesture matters. So if we begin to bond together and everyone do their little parts, it's just like a bag of M&Ms. You eat one, it's like, but you get the whole bag. You cool.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
it's the same concept.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think a lot of people who say their vote doesn't count or they haven't registered is because they don't know how to register to vote.
Right.
And like PD was saying Tuesday, there's a link on, if you go to ohiounity.org, it'll show you if you're registered, and if you're not, it'll show you how to register. In actual, it'll help you register on the state's website.
So let me put my educator hat on for a moment. Oftentimes, you're right. People don't do things because they don't know.
Ignorance, yeah.
But if I just give you a link and say go do it, sometimes people still don't understand.
Yeah.
Right.
So personally, my thought would be that it can't just be close to time to vote to just keep telling, are you go vote, are you registered to vote, are you registered to vote? Anybody can just say yeah and keep walking.
Right.
Because I've been in the stores before and they say, are you registered to vote? Yes. And they keep walking. If a person says no, then what is the steps to get them in a place where they can vote? So setting up a process to help them register.
Well, that's what they do. They I think it was the 2024 election, they had buses to where they bused people to the Ohio Unity building and had people come in and register, showed them how to do it and everything. So does that have to happen every single time? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
also,
That's what it takes.
Yeah.
and in this day and age, though, people may not want to get on that bus and go. So there needs to be a solution. If people are on their phones, why not have some type of
Center or some triage.
or there are things that you can create, like online courses, online. People think of course and they think you're sitting there learning for a long period of time, when in reality it's something that could walk you through just the steps of this is how you do it. You can set it up right there in Facebook on a guide on, okay, step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. And you get people to go through the process with them, and you don't even have to sit there with them. So something to guide people through the process. You know, yes, busing them there is the old-fashioned way. If you're not, I'm going to bring you to me and help you get it done. But what if you have a person who doesn't have time to come there to do it, but they are on their phone, they have the time.
Right.
And even if it's just getting them in, you know how you keep sending out the text message, you get their number, and you keep sending, if you keep sending that same text message, after a while, they're going to click on the link and they're going to complete the process. So
Yeah.
that's just a suggestion. I mean, I don't have the answers to everything, but
right.
just from a educator standpoint, oftentimes people lack because they don't understand.
Sometimes
True,
they,
right.
they,
That's
don't,
true.
yeah, they don't care. They want to get them Usher
Yeah.
and
Chris Brown tickets. Yeah.
Right, but those same people will go through. Guess what? They go through them steps on their phone to get to them tickets.
That's what I'm saying. But
they will go through the
they don't
process
think
on their
that
phone. And,
registering is important.
Yeah.
Obviously, they'd rather get Usher and Chris Brown tickets, or go see Beyonce, or go fly to Vegas or whatever.
Yeah,
They can do that on
Well,
their
if
phone.
they need that help, just call me because I got a travel agency.
Can we?
Right, that part. Yeah, which means I'm gonna need a hookup here real soon because I need a
I
getaway.
got a whole ticket, whatever ticket you want, Super Bowl, Olympics. Call me.
NBA All Star.
Yes.
You got all that.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's what
I
I'm
have a
talking about.
ticket site.
So let me ask you this question. Now that you said that, how does the closing of Spirit affects the travel industry?
There are so many airlines and stuff out there. It just eliminates cheap flights for right now.
For right now.
So all it
And here's
did
the
was
crazy part. Recently, I used to fly Spirit all the time. Just recently, I haven't done it. It's been Delta and Southwest. So yeah, I wasn't.
so you got your money up, so now you can fly Southwest.
Actually, no. What happened is my god sister was working for Southwest, and so I had been utilizing them, but in the process, once you start flying with them, they start sending you different things. I mean, Southwest also offers $59, $49 tickets all the time. So
And they got free bag checks.
not anymore. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened with that?
Cost. But at the same time, I just, Spirit, you have to pay for your you had to pay for your seat. Now I think you do have to pay for your seat with Southwest. I haven't flown with them this year yet, but for me with Southwest, I could just pay for the flight. You got to stand in that line, but I would just go sit in the back and still sit by a window. I'm cool.
You cool.
Oh, right.
And most of the time I had the row to myself,
Right, that part.
so I'm gonna stretch out, go to sleep.
Right, stretch it all the way out.
Exactly. So it's just Spirit. I mean, I feel bad for the people who lost their jobs.
Right.
I feel bad for that because you go from I'm on my way to work to they close. I'm
Right.
without a job.
No notice.
Yeah. Now the good thing for those people is the travel industry, and I don't know if people realize this, but with the travel industry, even when we go through hell, everybody always figures out how to travel.
Yeah.
Right.
Whether we get there by plane, train, or automobile,
Right.
whether we go down the street to the hotel and just get a room, there is always travel.
Right.
Because even if it's just leisure, people do business. So there's constantly the need for travel. So
these people, they should be able to get a job with another. Okay.
and then if some of them are like me, they might even have their own travel business too. So only thing they did was switch from being, maybe part-time or full-time at Spirit to full-time in their business. Because, that's just the nature of the beast when it comes to it. But they also have the knowledge to really help others. So,
Yeah.
the travel industry it's really a fun place to be if you know what you're doing.
If you know what you're doing.
Yep.
That's that part right there. If you know what you're doing.
Yeah. That's why I did it. That's why I got into it, because doing the wellness and I actually was speaking with my bishop yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was. The reality of my conference that has set in that I'm a week away.
Oh wow, yeah.
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 So, it's anxiety, but not bad anxiety. It's the good kind where it's like, okay, God, okay, you said to do this, and now it's time to do it.
I looked on the flyer and I saw my sister-in-law. Weezy! I mean, First Lady Parker, I'm sorry.
Yes.
That's how I greet her every time. Weezy! Right. First Lady Parker, I didn't know she was a part of that.
She is. Why would I not have my first lady?
Listen, because the First Lady...
And I'm bringing all these other
Look,
women. Listen here.
First Lady, she'll tell you, girl, you ain't had to do that. I can.
Yeah. She be fighting me.
I know she do.
But
I know she
see,
do.
if anybody was at the installation service for Pastor Jackson, baby, listen here.
Baby, listen here.
He said you got 1 week to be unfinished. Then it's going down. That's what impressed.
Listen here. But I like it's really settling in. But she's a powerhouse that she won't release too much. But
She won't. Right.
yeah, but yeah, it was necessary to have her as a part of this.
Right.
Because what a lot of people don't know is when I started going to the conference, I was actually one of the first ladies.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's an adjustment for me. Not that I don't, trust me, I ain't trying to be no first lady like that. No, it ain't like, oh, I gotta be what. No, it's not that. That was the position I was in. But if anybody knows the women's group that I have on Facebook, it's called the Kingdom Sisterhood Leading Ladies Society. So you don't have to be a lady doesn't mean you have to be the first lady.
Right.
Because you can be the first lady of your home.
Right.
You can be the first lady in your organization. So it doesn't mean that you are the pastor's wife necessarily. A leading lady is someone who leads with integrity, who leads with confidence. So that's the era that I'm walking in now, leading this conference. But in talking to my bishop yesterday, of course, he gave me encouragement, and it came to me on how the connection to all of this was. And so my conference is the beginning. This is the first one of my purpose-driven conferences. Or retreats, I should say. So, purpose-driven retreats
So
will be coming.
so for DJ Impress, who said you got 1 week to be unfinished, things are about to be found, right? Because of the purpose, because of what the vision is.
Yes.
And we really need more of this during this time.
Absolutely.
You and Katera, shout out to Katera, my little cousin, man. I'm so, when I tell you I'm overprotective of her, I really am overprotective of her, my sister-in-law, her mom, all the women inside the family. I'm overprotective, especially my niece, Kennedy, but we call her Sissy. But we got to talk. We got to continue to talk about traumas. We got to be able to help people unravel some of their built up traumas and hurt and pains and frustrations and stress and strains and struggles. Like, we got to be able to bring that out. Because I can say this, this is a very struggling month for me. Me
too.
Next Friday would have been my son's birthday, my oldest son, and so I know he would have, at that time, he turned 24 back in 2017, and then get the call on May 24th, 2017, that he was shot and killed. So this is a very sensitive month for me, And so I took the rest of the week off from work because, you talk about, you said Sean is, you said that. And so by you saying that, I was like, when we really don't want to unplug, you got to unplug.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, for me and my sister was only 8 when my mother passed.
Okay.
And I was 14. And, even though we're both mothers, Mother's Day is still not always the best.
Right.
And sometimes you'll realize that you go through the motions and don't even realize what's happening. Your emotions are coming out until you take a step back. So, I know, just turn on, yeah.
I'm trying to stay focused.
I know, Monty, you on punishment. But at the end of the day, shout out to my sis Tiffany Campbell Fryer, because she's having something at Jamaican Reggae Kitchen.
Jamaican Reggae, man.
On Sunday for Mother's Day. And so I was trying to think of a way for my sister and I, we have children, our children celebrate us or whatever, I should say, or whatever, but something that I could do with her that would give us a moment to unplug and just be in the moment. And at Bible study, she mentioned, she having something. So I went up to her and I was just telling her I was going to come, and she gave me an envelope and said, "Here you go." Well, it had tickets to it in it. And so, I called my sister, and she's, she's going, her children are taking her out in the morning. And I said, this is something we need to do. We always do the cemetery and all that, but this is something we still need to do. Just because we're older, this conference here that I'm having, out of all people, I would have loved for my mother to have been there, because my career was her side hustle. She did conferences, she did things like this. So it's coming full circle. So if no one else I would have wanted to be there would have been her. So, I told my sister, this is a time. And I told her, and I fussed, I said, I need my tribe to show up. And so having that moment on Sunday before the week began, I need your face to Jesse, what? You can't get him looking the fool. So in that moment of having that conversation with her, I told her, like, this is that moment to really tap in, for my tribe to be there. So I'm gonna change the tub because Monty is cutting up.
So tomorrow, I'm excited about tomorrow because we got Chris Bird and CJ Mack coming in. But Chris Bird started a ministry that actually the first service is tonight at the Fountain. Sean, I think I sent
What's
you
the Fountain?
I sent the flyer.
Okay.
So we can announce that during our
all right, got it.
Our promo. What's that?
I said, what's the Fountain?
The Fountain is the new ministry that Chris started.
Oh, I thought you said at the Fountain. I was at, where's the location?
It's the location. There is a location. at the
Gotcha.
fountain. The fountain is the location. So, but we're gonna announce that during when we go
Okay.
to a commercial break. But yeah, I was just excited about them coming to talk about their music programs.
Yeah.
So they're going to talk more about it. But Chris Bird, y'all know Chris Bird has been an influence on a lot of people.
Oh my God.
Yeah, his brother used to be my pastor when I was a kid.
Right, yeah,
we grew up
Dennis.
with the Bird family.
Wow. Small world.
Yeah, and
Small world.
CJ was a child prodigy as a kid with music. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we definitely will be announcing that here. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, again, this podcast is not about us. It's us
No.
sharing with you. And we want you guys to be a part of the conversation slash DJ Empress right now. Because I'm trying to keep it together.
Please excuse Monty in the comments, everyone.
Hey.
He is hasn't had his bootios this morning.
That's a good one. That's a good one. She got you.
She got you on. Bam! She got you. I got me up. Clock it. Is that what that is? Clock
It's
it.
called Clock It.
Clock it. Hey, also, man, let me say this before we take a commercial break, and I'll come back to it. Happy Mother's Day to all of the amazing women that make it do what it do. So I'm wishing you guys a happy Mother's Day. I applaud you guys. I tip my hat to you guys. I salute you guys. Being a woman in America today is hard because, unfortunately, a lot of men are dropping the ball. And they're dropping the ball not realizing the love and support that a woman can give to encourage you and to motivate you. And when you have mothers that is making a dollar out of dime and a nickel, 15 cents, and taking care of the kids and trying to work and trying to go to school and woo, the list goes on and on. And for y'all to have babies, for y'all to have babies. Now I had my appendix had a rupture 2 years ago, and that pain was so bad. And I said to the nurse, if a woman feel this type of pain, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Try having one that's almost 10 pounds.
Oh, gee whiz. Oh, wow. Natural?
No, they had to give me an epidural because he was huge.
Man, 10-pound baby?
He was 9 pounds and some ounces.
Man, well, Sean, look, baby, well, little Sean, because we now it's Big Sean, Little Sean, Baby Sean. But yeah, he was 9 pounds, and he came out natural. And I told his mama at that time, I said, "Ooh, girl, you did that like a champ." I said, "Whoa!"
I was much smaller.
9'1".
Yeah,
Good Lord.
He was like 9 pounds, 9
tall is
ounces or
Sean?
something.
Sean is right at 6 feet. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. And
my
Isaiah's
son was
like
like
5'10", something like that.
6'5",
Almost 6 foot.
6'4".
6'4". Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what that is,
And
man.
I was 18 then, so yeah, much smaller.
Ooh, ooh, bless your heart, child. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. But yeah, I think it's hard for those who don't have mothers during this time.
Yeah.
And so for that time of the year to come, again, that can be considered still trauma,
It is.
even if it's years later, you know. So again, shout out to all the amazing mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to you. Shout out to my Aunt Herba King, who celebrated her 75th birthday.
yes, she did.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Auntie.
Happy
I love
birthday.
you so much. I love you to the moon. Thank you for imparting in my life, giving me the business when I had to get it, and loving the women in my family that keeps us all together. That's the amazing thing, is being able to be around strong black women that's still holding it down.
And I'll say this too. I can remember a time, in being married, and people try to be sensitive to the fact that it is Mother's Day and you don't have your mom, and I'll let you have that space. Sometimes it's not the space that is needed, it's the love.
The love.
It's the affection, it's the embrace.
Wow.
Because that's what we don't get.
Right.
You know, I understand letting me have my moments to break down, but sometimes you need to break down with someone there to give you what you're missing.
Right.
So keep that in mind. That's a lesson. Yeah, you can't just assume that, oh, you're feeling some type of way, I'm gonna just let you, have your space. That space is where your thoughts go, and you start to not act out, but you start to maybe feel worse because of what's happening.
Right.
Whereas when someone feels that void, you can't feel that person's void, but you can feel that void of the affection or what you're missing from someone.
Right.
So that's a lesson. What movie was that? And he was like, lesson.
Don't be a menace to
Society
while drinking gin and juice.
Message.
Message.
Right. Message. Right. Shout out to our sponsors, P360 Studio, Toledo Art, A Servant's Heart, Ohio Unity Coalition, Penthouse Business, and Solution Work Spa. Before we take a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, Jesse, where can they find us?
You can find us live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You can also find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you download your favorite shows.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Way back.
Hello, my name is Sean Mahone Sr., founder and executive director of Young Men and Women for Change Behavior Modification Bootcamp Program. If you are a parent experiencing issues or problems with your child, then give us a call today. Young Men and Women for Change, 567-277-5352. Productive leaders for tomorrow's future.
Hi, I'm Dennis Hobson, Buckeye legend and all-time leading scorer. I was the third player picked in the 1987 draft, and I went on to win an NBA championship in Chicago. I think earlier on in my career, and actually I'm gonna go back a little bit in high school where we had reel-to-reel. We didn't actually have film that you could set up. We could watch film, but we couldn't edit and cut film up. But by the time I got to Ohio State University, where everything is so big time, we had film that you could watch, plus you could edit and slice and cut film up. When I was able to understand film and understood what I was doing on the basketball court, it helped my game grow a tremendous amount. And just sitting there being able to watch film with my coaching staff or an individual coach, and him pointing out different things, I was able to grow my game and take it to a whole nother level. This is why I created the Hobson Film Lab. I think you have a lot of players today, younger players, for getting a lot of individual work with their trainers. They're going to practice, working at their game, and they're playing in games, but I don't think they understand the game. And I think this film lab will help you to understand the game. You get the opportunity to sit with me. You sit down, we're going to discuss. I'm going to edit your film. We're going to sit down and discuss what you're doing right, what you're doing bad. Good offense, bad offense, good defense, bad defense, whatever it is. Jump shot, I'm going to coach your head. I think that's super, super important outside of the individual training that you're getting and the time that you're getting with your coaches and coaching staff in practice and during games. With the Hobson Film Lab, I'm going to teach you awareness. I'm going to teach you how to read certain situations depending on where you are on the floor. I'm going to teach you how, once you beat your first line of defense, second line of defense steps up, how to make plays. Again, it's going to give you the opportunity to understand and learn the game in a way to where you're separating yourselves from everybody else that's playing the game. Click the link to learn more and reserve your spot today, because real development starts when players understand the game.
Your first impression matters. What if your business could introduce itself in just 60 seconds, anytime, anywhere? Business cards get tossed, social posts get lost, but video connects. It lets people see your face, hear your voice, and trust your story. At Project 360 Studios, we create business spotlight videos. Short professional films that introduce who you are, what you do, and why people should choose you. Here's how it works. Step 1. Plan. We help craft your story. Step 2. Film in our studio or on location. Step 3. Edit. We brand it with your logo, colors, and music. Step 4. Deliver a powerful video you can use everywhere. Share it on your website, social media, email signature, anywhere you want to make a lasting first impression. Don't just hand out your business card. Let people meet you. Book your business spotlight video today at Project 360 Studios.
God ain't bring me this far just to barely survive. Listen. God didn't bless me just to get by. Didn't wake me up just to barely get through the night. I'm walking in favor, I'm living overflow. Exceedingly abundantly, that's how the promise goes. Nah, not just to get by. He opened doors I couldn't pry. I'm blessed beyond the limits of my mind. Nah, not just to get by. I remember nights when the fridge was talking loud. Empty shelves, heavy prayers, faith in the clouds. Mama said, hold on, God sees it all. Even when the pocket's thin, we still stand tall. Now I see the vision clearer than before. He don't give crumbs, he prepared a whole store. If he said it, he meant it, I trust what he said. He ain't the God of lack, he the God of way made. I ain't chased the bag, I chased his face. Now grace on grace got me running my race. Every step order, every breath plan. I don't just survive, I thrive in his hands. Yeah, God didn't bless me just to get by. Didn't wake me up just to barely get through the night. I'm walking in favor, I'm living overflow. Exceedingly abundantly, that's how the promise goes. Nah, not just to get by. He opened doors I couldn't pry. I'm blessed beyond the limits of my mind. Nah, not just to get by. Words say above all I could ask or think. So I stopped thinking small every time I blink. If he owns the cattle, the hills, the land, why would I doubt what's already in his plan? Pressure tried to break me, pain tried to mold me, but purpose kept pulling, wouldn't let it hold me. I'm blessed in the city, blessed when I leave, blessed when I sow, blessed when I believe. I ain't got a scheme, I ain't got a lie. Favor got my name written front line, from the pit to the palace. Yeah, I testify. He didn't call me up just to get by. Overflow, yeah, it's more than enough. Running over, fill my cup. If you did it once, so do it again. I don't live in fear, I live in him. Overflow, I'm covered in grace. Every blessing got purpose in place. Hands up high, let the world know I ain't just alive. I'm supplied. God didn't bless me just to get by. Didn't wake me up just to barely get through the night. I'm walking in favor, I'm living overflow. Exceedingly abundantly, that's how the promise go. Nah, not just to get by. He opened doors I couldn't pry. I'm blessed beyond the limits of my mind. Nah, not just to get by.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on. 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Welcome back. It's your host, your boy, Sean Juan, in the studio with the Dr. Liddell.
Good morning, great people of the world. It's time to wake up and get something cracking.
Get something cracking,
Let's
lacking.
do something productive today.
Absolutely. In the studio with the co-owner of P360 Studios, the producer of the Rise and Grind Morning Show and other podcast shows that are housed here at P360 Studio. Everybody.
That's messed up.
Right. He only
Jesse
he only
Coleman.
mentions
Good
his.
morning. No, he mentions other podcasts.
Oh, he said other podcasts.
Yeah, I'm saying all the other podcasts
but
that
the
is
name
housed.
that come out is only his.
Did I say check in?
He didn't say check in.
I
I don't
thought he
think
said
no,
check-in.
I thought I didn't.
But sometimes he says creative cutie discussions.
Got you.
Right.
He just
Okay.
was missing. Sometimes you don't be
I'll take
here.
that one.
You're not here.
Right.
You're not here every day.
Look. I think Dr. Liddell's gearing up. She want to get a business to some folks.
Yeah,
She ready to do the 1, the 2, and the 3, and the 4, and the 5, and the 6. Yeah, she there.
She think everybody on finish. She's trying to finish him. That's what it is.
This ain't Mortal Kombat.
Finish him.
I'm like, Dr. Liddell, slow down. It's all good. It's all good. Just don't let us get tagged in nothing else.
When you said it, I just start hearing the list of everybody. I was like, did he just?
Listen, everybody that's housed here at P360 Studio.
It was about to probably be more once we get the late. I keep calling it the ladies' room. The ladies' room done.
Okay.
It's
The
coming.
lounge. It's called the lounge.
We name it something different every day.
What did you call it before?
I think we did call it the ladies' lounge.
Asia Parker, good morning. Thank you for joining us here on the Rise and Grind Morning Show. And shout out to each and every one of you that joins us daily. We appreciate you guys. And one thing about the Rise and Grind Morning Show is if you become a sponsor, if you own a business, spend a little money. Just spend a little
It's not
money.
much either.
It's not much.
Not much.
Couple dollars, and become a sponsor. And not only will you get your business mentioned on the Rise and Grind Morning Show, but other podcasts as well. So I know for a fact that on the Check-In podcast, I make sure that I shout your business out. And I guarantee you that you will somehow, some way get a return on your investment. And so don't be afraid to just say, hey, let me give it a shot, right? Mm-hmm. Because that's how you're going to grow your business. That's how you're going to grow your brand, is you got to keep putting it out there. I mean, I would just use Project 360. Every day since December, you've heard me say Project 360. You've heard me say Premier Screening LLC. You heard me say One Creative Cutie LLC. You've heard me say Cassandra McPherson, City Councilwoman. You heard me say Jamaican Reggae Man, McCain Insurance and Casualties. Like that, saying that every day is building your brand.
Absolutely.
And so we want to make sure that we focus on your brand. I am the voice for your brand. I don't know anything about being creative and creator content. I'm me and Tyrone. We gonna ride this thing out by not touching nothing.
We'll just sell it. Just
I'll sell it. I'll sell it. Because one thing I said, you put us in this room together, everything, the camera gonna be one way. I'm gonna be pushing buttons and clapping on. I will push your business for you. How about that?
So let me speak to Project 360 and how it works here with the Grind Network.
Okay.
If you need a podcast done here, there's one here. However, next Thursday at 1, you can see how it is done remotely at the Creative Cutie Discussions live podcast.
Oh.
At the conference.
Okay. So you know what? Okay. So this is my selling side, right? I need to do a podcast showing the Dose of Reality program, because I'm getting ready to put everything together for the Dose of Reality, the television series, or the podcast series, or whatever it may be, but you'll be able to see it. Because people, this is what kills me. People say, Sean, this guy, the prison doctor, you seen him? He does the same thing you do. I'm gonna say this: I'll run circles around him. I will run circles around the prison doctor. I'll tell you that right now.
And let me just say this: just because I will be at the conference next Thursday at this time doesn't mean I won't be on the show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where's Tyrone at when I need him? Where's Tyrone at when I need him? Oh my God. Look,
I might not stay for the entire show, but of course we've been pushing the Unfinished Girl for months now.
Here's Tyrone. Sean, that's why I just sit over here.
Right. But yes, we will be on. I need Monty. somebody else get in the comments because Monty, I'm gonna need him to look at you all choked up. All choked up.
Okay, we got switch. Man. Oh my God, DJ Impress. Okay. Dr. Liddell, can you introduce our next guest?
Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, while Sean is still choked up over the foolishness in the chat, today we have actually a good friend of mine, a sister of mine, who some may know and some may not know, but we have the beautiful Tomica Carns with us today, who has a story that everyone needs to hear, because you never know what someone's going through.
Man.
And just because someone looks like they are a winner doesn't mean the inside isn't dealing with something. Mm-hmm. But that just means that the God in her has allowed her to keep pushing through. So thank you for joining us, Tomica.
Yeah, thank you
Thank you for having me.
So I want to allow you the time to just tell us the story of your baby boy.
Okay, so I've been pretty open about his story since it happened. I would say June of 23, the 28th. So we're going into 3 years now. So I lost my son due to a tragic drowning. And it has been quite of an experience, but I'll just give you a little backstory on what happened. So it was him and 15 other of his friends. They went to a campground up in Michigan, and they were there. This was going to be their last hoo-ha before everybody went to college and went all their separate ways. And they had been, doing stuff all senior year. He was in Columbus with me up until the second half of his senior year, and he wanted to come back to graduate with his friends. So he came back to finish school up at Start. So it was pretty exciting for him because he was in Columbus, didn't know anyone. So to finish the school year off was great. So he graduated May 30th and then getting ready to go to Barber College back in Columbus. So this particular day, June 28th, they were headed up to the campground. Like I said, it was 15 of them. He had been friends with these kids since elementary, good group of kids. Me and their moms are very close. We went, so they went just to have a good time. And so I had a conversation with him before he left. And to my understanding, they were just going to a cabin. Now, I was not under the impression that it was this particular place. I didn't question. He was 18. Like I said, he was a good kid. I had no reason to, pry or anything. So just let me know when you get there. And I had told him, I'm like, okay, now y'all done had a lot of fun. When you get back, it's time to get to business, and I stayed on him. But so he left. I gave him some money. He had applied for some jobs right before he left because I told him you need to still be being productive. So he did that as fast as he could so that he could not hear my mouth and so that he can go on about his day. So he got there. He let me know that he had arrived. And I would say maybe about 2 hours later, I'm on a highway from dropping my niece off at dance practice. And I get a phone call from Messenger from one of his friend's moms saying, hey, this is Tasha. And my daughter just called me and said that she can't find Anthony. And I was confused. I'm like, what do you mean you can't find him? And like I said, it was just they were going to the cabin, so I was confused, but I had not been aware at that time that they were in water. And she said, well, they can't find him in water. And so I'm thinking okay, this boy is tall. He's about a little bit 6 feet. He's, athletic. What do you mean you can't find him? And it wasn't until I was aware that it was not a pool that he was in. It was a quarry or a lake, man-made, that I realized, okay, no, this is a problem. So my phone was ringing and people started calling me from Messenger. And then people were posting on Facebook trying to get a hold of Anthony's mom. And then I had the sheriff's department FaceTime me from one of the kids' phone to kind of show me exactly what was going on. And so this particular place that they were at, I'm sure some of you guys have seen it, was on the news, it was everywhere, but it's a big body of water. It's murky, it's like green, it's like blue, you cannot see through it at all. And it's huge. And so once I seen it, it made sense as to why they could not see him. And so they were looking, his kids, his friends were not allowed in the water, so they were able to get bystanders from outside. Nobody in the campground helped. So it was people from all outside just helping to find him in the water. And it didn't take long. I say he was in the water maybe about 8 minutes. And they did. The EMS, the sheriff's department, did an amazing job working on him. They brought in extra people. They brought in extra equipment to try to resuscitate him. But at that point, they could not do it. And so here it is. I'm in Columbus, which is 2.5 hours from Toledo. So maybe it was about 3.5 hours, 3:15. So I couldn't go. And then at the time I had my son, he was like 8 months at the time. So I was like limited as to what I could do. But I knew getting on the road was not the best option. And so my family, his dad's side of the family, they went to identify him. And yeah, so that's just the gist of the story. My son didn't know how to swim because I know that was an ongoing debate when it first happened. And he's been swimming his whole life. I have pictures of him in the pool. I mean, we've always been active. He's always traveled with me. He's always been an athletic kid. Anybody that knows him knows that he was a beast in everything that he touched, everything that he played. But I do want to make aware that being able to swim in a pool is completely different than being able to swim in open water.
It is.
Completely different, and people don't know the difference between the two. And honestly, I didn't know the difference until after his death. I allowed myself to get educated on what the difference is, because we have lost, even when you think about Malcolm Jamal Warner, we have lost him as well. Thank God he was able to save his daughter, but he wasn't able to save himself. And it has been multiple people, a lot of athletes, matter of fact, even at this particular place, that has passed because of open water and knowing the difference and knowing what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. Naturally, your body wants to fight against the water, but you're supposed to go with the water. And so it's a lot of education that needs to happen behind it, so that our kids are aware of what they're doing when they get in the water. And it's the perfect timing. We are in May, which is Water Safety Month.
Okay.
And so it's important that you sign your kids up to learn how to swim, in open water, be educated about what they're doing at all times. And like I said, I'm so grateful that he was around a good group of kids that realized that he was gone. You get what I'm saying? Because, and I say it could have been worse, because when I first was able to see him, he did not even look like he was in water, you know? So the worst case scenario, I mean, most definitely have happened. However, it could have been more people. So I'm just so grateful for his friends who were very attentive to realize, like, okay, something is not right. And to also know to call me, also know to reach out to other people while they were there. So that most definitely makes my heart smile and keeps my heart warm. But we have to educate ourselves. We have to educate our children. And so, yeah, that's my story.
As a mother, and I'm a boy mom too, so I know how we are about our boys. Even though it's a story that people need to hear, this is the time of year. Yes, it's Water Safety Month, and so this story can help others. But how do you help someone deal with the grief that they feel as a mother right now?
So I have shared to my circle and to my village about this time of the year being one of the hardest times of my grief, mainly because I'm going through all of those memories that led up into his death. He passed June 28th. And then Mother's Day has always been difficult for me just because I wasn't raised with my mom. And so for me, I use being the mom. I celebrate that for Mother's Day. And although, yes, I do have my son, I do have my 3-year-old. But it's just something about that first one that made me a mom. And I struggle with it. And many may not understand why. because I do have another child, but I had my son at 18, and so I grew up with him. And so he saved me at a point in my life to where I didn't think I would make it. I didn't, I was in such a terrible state growing up, and I had a lot of childhood trauma, and so having him open up a door of unconditional love. He was the kid that loved me no matter what. I didn't have to worry about parents or friends or family. Like, that was it. And so to grow up with him, to go through every season of my life, to be able to experience that unconditional love and have that, like, it was me and him against the world. And to not have that is completely different. But let me tell you something about grief. I'm not at all a therapist, and I don't specialize in this, but I can only tell you from my experience is that it hit everyone's different, and you go through different stages, and you have to do what's best for you in that season. And I say that because for the first 2 years after he passed, I basically ran. From the time he passed in June, I would say July, I was on my first flight. My baby's 3. He'd have been on 7 plane rides. He'd have been out the country. He'd have been on a cruise because I ran. Every month I was traveling. And not necessarily intentionally. I think that it was just, it just felt right. But then it came to a point last year, July, I remember talking to my therapist, and I had picked up the phone, and I was just so out of it. And she was just like, what is going on? Like, I barely could talk. I was crying so hard. And she was saying, I hate to see you like this, but I'm glad that you like this. Because now this is where the healing starts. We run and we run and we run. But the problem is that it's still going to be there. We have to face it. We have to face grief. We have to deal with it, because one of the things that I realized is that I never wanted my son to lose me because I lost my son. And I'm not talking about in the physical. I'm talking about mentally, emotionally. I wanted to still be available for him like I was for my other son. And I didn't want him to lose me because he didn't ask to be here. So I knew I needed to fight. So I went to therapy. I did the work. And it's never like you arrive. It's constant work. You constantly have to work. So I've been back in Toledo, I would say, since February, after being in Columbus for 4 years. And it has been a big transition. A lot has happened. So whereas I was here before, I was married. I had my older son. I didn't have a baby. And now I'm back, divorced. I have a baby, no son. And so I'm literally trying to, move in the same way that I moved before. And that doesn't work. The season is different. And so I had to realize that. And it's okay. It's okay. And so for me, it's just allowing myself grace, for one, because I've never been in this place before. And then for 2, being honest with how I feel, because that's the only way I can fix it. That's the only way I can work through it. And then to know, because I am a firm believer in Christ, to know that my pain won't be in vain. So being able to speak about my son's death, being able to speak about my grief, being able to help those with bereavement, although I haven't arrived, I do feel like God has me here for a reason. And to be able to just take it literally one day at a time.
Yeah.
One day at a time.
Tomica, first of all, let me say, God bless you.
Thank you.
I'm a father who lost his son. And I've done the same thing. It'd be 9 years. 9 years. And I've been running. Trying to save as many youth as possible. Like, I've been literally running, trying to make a greater impact in our community, right? And it hurts. It hurts because we try to do everything possible for our children. And then we feel like, where is God now? Like, where like, God, where are you at? You allowed this to happen, and we put in this work and we put in this time, and we got to lose our babies. So,
you know what? It's so funny that you say that, because I was actually just sharing with one of my good friends, and I was just telling her, like, you know, everybody say to be grateful. And one thing I do have a grateful heart. But can I be honest? Like I'm hurt and I don't want to hear that right now.
Right.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
part.
Like, I don't want to hear it.
Right.
I just don't, because one thing about me is that anybody that knows me know that throughout this whole process, I've never denied God. But let me be angry, I'm mad.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm angry.
Right. Absolutely.
Like I'm not okay. And that's okay.
It's okay to feel that way.
It's okay.
And here's the thing, God knows. That's what people fail to realize is you have the right to say, God, I'm angry. But he's also going to give you what you need to sustain and keep going through.
Yes.
But if you don't address it,
And
you can never get beyond it. Because like you said, even though it was tragedy for you, your tragedy turns into triumph because you are able to help others.
Absolutely.
See, people think you always have to have a license to do something, but sometimes, you know, the therapist can do what they do, but it's someone like you to help it click for somebody.
From experience.
Exactly.
Experience,
Because
right.
if I see you get through what you've gone through, my loss will become easy to get through because now I see you and I can follow your footsteps.
That's what it's all about. And I do want to share this because this is Mother's Day weekend. I tell people all the time, don't be like me. God gives us a free will. And one thing that we need to know is about balance. So when my son passed, a couple, I would say maybe like 10 or 11 months, maybe about a year, I got a divorce after 12 years. And it was in that moment when I moved into my own place and my baby boy, who me and his father have joint custody, would go back and forth. And so I was in my own space for the first time after my adult life. And I literally went to the grocery store and had no idea what to buy.
Wow.
Because all these years I've been shopping for them. I remember making tuna fish like, oh, sweet, I can put red onions and celery in here because I like that.
Yeah.
But for so long, I catered to everyone else. And so I want to say to the women that are listening that you have to be intentional about taking care of yourself. Don't get to a place to where you're forced trying to figure out who you are. We should never do more one thing than the other. It should be a healthy balance. Yeah, it's okay to take care of them kids, but you can't take care of them if you're not whole. So we have to be intentional.
Wow.
We are good about self-care and fixing up the outside, but you don't want to look like a made-up mess. You look good on the outside, but your insides is not good. And that's what's important because what happens is that we end up bleeding on those that did not cut us because we have not taken the time to deal with all of those things that have, you know, causes pain. And it goes all the way back to childhood trauma. When I started therapy, we couldn't even start with the grief because I had so much stuff that I hadn't even addressed.
Wow.
And it led up to that. And it's so true how everything affects how you deal with people in relationships. And I'm not just talking about romantic. I'm talking about platonic. I'm talking about friendships, co-workers, everything that you have dealt with leads up to whether it's going to be a healthy relationship or not. But we have to take care of ourselves. We have to take care of our mental, our physical, our mind. It's okay to take a break from them kids.
Yeah.
Because they are only as good as we are. And I know this is a different subject, but I had to realize that even like through my divorce, yes, it was 12 years. Yes, we had a baby, but the kids are only as good as we are.
Right.
And so if we're not giving them a healthy space to thrive in, then we have to remove ourselves. And that's okay.
Yeah.
But we have to take care of ourselves. And this Mother's Day, like I said, this is difficult, but I'm working through it. I made sure that I had plans. I can't just sit around and just like let the day go.
Right.
I had to make sure that I had plans because if not, then I allow myself to be in my emotions and my feelings. Then one thing about me with grief is that I'm going to feel how I feel. I'm going to cry, but I'm not going to stay there. I'm going to give myself that moment, but I'm not going to stay there. There has never been a time in none of my grief that I have allowed myself to stay in the bed, that I have allowed myself to go. I get up, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I shower, I take care of myself, and I present myself to the world. I don't feel like getting up and getting dressed, but guess what I do? Because when you look good, you feel good. And also, you know, when you're pouring into yourself, it only helps to make you feel better. And it gives you an extra step to know that you can do it again.
Right.
So I think it's important just to take care of yourself. Use this as an example. Don't beat me. Don't wait until life happens and then try to figure it out.
Right.
Because it's hard to get, once you get in that rabbit hole, it's hard to pull out.
Right. And surround yourself with people who support that.
A village is so important. I could not have done it without my village. I have an amazing support system, and I can say the only person that's connected by blood is my baby. I have an amazing circle, but nobody is connected to by blood. So don't get stuck on, they got to be family. Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. I have I have friend groups.
You have people connected by, not by blood, but by the blood. It's a difference between connected by blood or by the blood.
I'm gonna throw this out there. I wonder if there is, because I'm asking because I need it, right? Is there any type of men's group out there that is struggling with the loss of their son?
I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, and this is just in my experience, oftentimes men don't share their emotions or their feelings as much for the sake of being seen as weak. And so in those moments where you should be vulnerable, you should reach out and say to someone, I am feeling this way. They don't, for the sake of being seen as weak, when in reality that shows your strength, because there are women out here who will not take that vulnerability as a weakness, but as an opportunity to pour in. There are women out here who are called to pour into you, because that is what we do. And so for any man that's dealing with a loss, it's important to find ways to tap in.
Right.
And that circle may not just be of men. It may be a mixture of men and women who understand and can build up. Like I always say, for every strong man, he needs a strong woman who can understand when it's time to not be the passenger princess, but be the princess or the queen that pours into the king.
That part. And thank you for that, because as a man, right, it's hard to even trust people, period, especially a woman. To be able to say to a woman, this is what I'm dealing with, this is what I'm feeling. And sometimes even when we try to express our emotions and our feelings, we are also looked at as, again, being weak or soft and vulnerable, where we don't feel comfortable with expressing those feelings or emotions. But hold that thought. This is, I knew this was going to be tough. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to our sponsors, Legal Shield by Anita Madison, Cassandra McPherson, City Councilwoman, Young Men and Women for Change, One Creative Cutie LLC, The Unfinished Girl Conference, The Tabernacle Church, H-Town Premier Screening LLC, Deborah Barnett, Get Your Affairs in Order, Mom's House Restored Church, The Bible Way. But before we take a commercial break, Jesse, where can they find us?
You can find us live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You can also find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you download your favorite shows.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Give me one foot to wake up. I'm so grateful for another day to help stimulate the mental. Time to strategize, huddle up, where's your circle? I can feel the movement radiate through the convo. Talk is cheap, turn your faith into work. I drink my second cup and put my hands in the dirt. 2 cups, drinking straight drip from the earth. Caffeinated conversations, you heard them here first. 1 foot to wake up. 1 foot to wake up. Conversations, you heard them here first.
What up, bro? Hey, your phone is going off the hook, bro.
Word?
Yeah,
Word?
bro.
Let me check this email.
Today is finally our moment.
LS Reed said he want our demo tape, bro.
We finally made it.
Hey, man, this shit about to be lit, bro.
Man, we up.
Hey, let's stop.
What you got, brother? It's 25 track off. Yeah, right here.
People don't even know what we had to do.
Fucking car, bro.
car got stole. And I'm just trying to keep the fun involved. Big bottles, thick ass, blunt
How the fuck we get robbed by a nice nigga and a fat nigga, bro?
Hey, we want to hear that new boom, quick.
Man, your bum still rapping, man?
I'm scared I'm about to answer that phone. I'm tired of making promises that you can't keep.
Pull up. I got no drops on.
My track hall got stolen, bro. But the music was in the track hall.
I ain't got no life. I got a little biscuit.
Spinning that bitch, that's right.
Push get the shove and I'ma wipe him like a snot. Shit, we call her the Wicked Witch of the West.
Already got the drop.
Hello? Man, I said I'm coming, man.
I don't know why people sign up with this shit.
Damn, that's what you all about.
I'm in the hospital, what's going on?
This dude don't know shit.
And I'm about to run Ohio, only haters wanna stop me. We turned up.
I already got the drop on him. Look, I'ma run it back. The block on him.
We can get up out here, boy, and see. Yeah, I will. Stay down.
He wore the chain on my block, now my homie got the Glock on him.
Jamaican reggae kitchen. Every little thing just sizzling. From Yardman spice to Island rhythm. Put some soul in the pot, then listen. Jamaican reggae kitchen. One plate mash up your system. Take a bite, feel the bass in your chest. Then every belly start dance to the hymn them. Rice and peas in a big pan, jack smoke right name in the sky. Grandma hum, one old hymn song. You them bust joke, laugh till them cry. Lime wedge cool down the thing them. Sweet sauce drip off your chin. You say you just come for a small friend, but you got 3 plate deep, can't pretend. Jamaican reggae kitchen. Every little thing just sizzling. From Yardman spice to Island rhythm. Put some soul in the pot then.
Yeah, man. Love is the answer. Every time, even when it hard, yeah, yeah. Them try to break you down, say you're not gonna rise. Talk behind your back, smile up in your eyes, but you stand firm, you not lose your way. Light in your soul, let it shine each day. You coulda fight fire with the fire them bring, but you choose peace, that's a powerful thing. Mama always say, son, guard your heart, even in the dark, let your light depart. No matter what them do, no matter what them say, kindness gonna win at the end of the day. Have a heart, don't let it go cold, even when the world get wicked and bold. Show love, let your spirit shine, good vibes only every time. Have a heart, don't turn to stone, even when you feel like you stand alone. Rise above, don't fall apart, real strength come when you have a heart. Them throw shade but you still plant seeds, water with love, that's all the world needs. Jealousy I burn but you keep your cool, you not play dirty, you not follow fool. Every scar tell a story of grace, every trial make you stronger in the race. You not carry hate, that's a heavy load, you choose forgiveness, that's the higher road. Even when it rough, even when it's tough, giving up on love, not never enough. Have a heart, don't let it go cold, even when the world get wicked and bold. Show love, let your spirit shine, good vibes only every time. Have a heart, don't turn to stone, even when you feel like you stand alone. Rise above, don't fall apart, real strength come when you have a heart. One love, one life, one chance to give. What you put out is the way you live, so bless even those who curse your name, cause love don't lose it, elevate the game. Easy now, breathe in, breathe out, let the negativity fade out. Yeah, have a heart, let it overflow, even when the pain is all you know. Keep the faith, let your kindness start, changing the world with a humble heart. Have a heart,
let it fade. Love is the move every step you make. Cruising real slow, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Boom, box blasting out the funk so loud. Fresh face sharp, drawing every crowd. Gold chain swinging, can't go to the side. Every step we took was a whole vibe. Platform shoes hitting pavement just right. Silk shirts glowing underneath the street light. You can feel the rhythm in the air we breathe. Ain't nobody did it like we did back then, believe. Super dope. Oh yeah, everything we had was super dope. From the rise to the threads to the radio cruise, we were living so fly, couldn't nobody lose. That was super dope. Say it again, yeah. Yeah, the whole damn vibe was super dope. Turn it up, let it ride, let the bass line flow. Back in the day, man, it was super dope. Leather jackets, zipper shining like stars. Pulling up deep in the old school cars. Cadillac lean with the top halfway. Girls in bamboo earrings looking our way. Yeah. Cassette tapes creak when the track rewinds. Every jam hitting like it blew your mind. From the funk to the groove to the late night jam. Every record dropping was a master plan. Bell bottoms sway with the rhythm inside.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on.
DJ scratching, crowd yelling go if you.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Sean Juan, in the studio with the Dr. Liddell.
Good morning, great people. It's a great day to have a good day. Let's go make it happen.
Make it do what it do.
Make it do what it do.
Also, we are in the studio of the producer of the Rise and Grind Morning Show and other podcast shows that are housed in P360, Jesse Coleman.
Good morning, Creative Cutie Discussions and all the other podcasts that weren't mentioned. Good morning.
Yeah, so we, again, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about the sponsorship here. If nothing else, ladies and gentlemen, I hear a lot of people say, I want to start a podcast, or I thought about starting a podcast. I know for a fact this is the opportunity for you to connect with the P360 studios and at least get taught on how it can really build your brand, to build your business, and whatnot. And just give it a try.
We make it easy for you.
Yeah, it might be time to run back that workshop again.
Yeah. And we did talk about the creative
branding
festival.
Yeah, the festival.
Right.
Well, it's time to run back that festival. Where RC at? We need to connect.
Yeah. So this is where I look at. What I would like to see for the Rise and Grind Morning Show is to be able to connect with other podcasters across the country, and they literally come on the show and we share ideas and we talk about what they're doing in their city and just ways of collaborating, just not locally but globally. And so that's kind of what I've been sending out some messages in inbox, and even trying to get New Order of Detroit. Them guys up there. Whoo, man, I wish we had some brothers that was like that down here in Toledo, man.
And I'm sure there are. It's just a matter of connecting and not being afraid to connect with other creators.
Right.
It's okay for us to do similar things or the same thing.
It's okay
because everyone has its strengths.
Right.
We always go back. Jesse and I always go back to the story of how we both got started.
Right.
And it was a. Don't even mind to get out the comments. You have to not be afraid to connect with somebody. Back in the day, Jesse and I were two of the top designers in the city. So, people. I didn't fall off. I left. Just be honest, I stopped doing club flyers. I went to the corporate world.
Right?
Because I did have somebody ask me.
There's a difference.
Yeah, because somebody recently was like, "You know how to design? Like, are you good?" That's how I look.
Yeah.
And I don't always pop my collar, but let me speak to this. What you see on Facebook most of the time, and they all look alike, is AI, boo boo, or it's a template. I go from scratch.
Right. There's that part right there. That part right there.
There's a difference.
And so another thing, we gotta stop thinking everything is a competition.
Yes.
We have your favorite cousin Mud Talk on Tyrone Cleveland. We got McCain Insurance and Casualties. We got Creative Cutie. We got a whole bunch of them.
You know what's crazy, Sean? And people are going to be like, "What?" But Andrew Z in the morning, their podcast is going to be coming out of this studio, and a lot of people try to pit, black podcasters or radio people against white podcasters or radio people, and it's like not necessary at all. Like we collab.
Here's the thing. I don't want to stay in a space of always creating, so I don't mind helping someone else perfect their skills.
Yeah.
Why do you think I became a professor of design anyway?
Thank you.
I've been teaching for over 15 years at universities.
Right, that part. But again, I think we have to be able to show people better than we can tell them what collaboration in the podcast world looks like.
That part.
Because, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't see competition. Like, there is even a thought, like even me thinking, how do you compete in podcasts?
You don't.
Right. Like, how do you become I'm the number one podcaster? Like, how do you become that? Like, why?
What's going to grow your podcast is your ass got to be consistent.
And you know what?
Another thing people want to hear.
Right.
Another thing is collaboration.
Collaboration
helps podcasters grow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, Jesse and I always toss around who want to do the graphic.
Right.
Because sometimes I don't want to do it.
Right. And sometimes I'll be like, Jesse.
Look. Don't look at me and Tyrone. Because Tyrone McCain.
Where's that lesson that you built? The graphic design lesson.
Yes, I'll send it to them. It's time to become a student.
Send it to Tyrone. There we go.
Only if Mr. McCain study with me, and he probably say, Sean, you can count me out. You can count me out, bro.
It's a really easy lesson.
Right.
What did I say to be done in like an hour or two?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm that type of instructional designer. You don't know how much time you need to do to do it.
So Tomica, I wanted to just kind of like break it up a little bit because I know still this is a tough time for you. And so out of respect, I just wanted you to breathe a little bit, but your story is amazing. So I got to ask, I know everybody has asked, when is the book coming?
It's funny that you said that because I've been writing. Actually, I started writing before my son passed, but the work that I'm writing is very heavy. So I had to stop and take a breather. So one of my good friends, Dr. Carntea Moss, she has been holding me accountable to a chapter a month.
Okay.
So if all goes well, I'm looking to have it out next year.
Okay.
But like I said, it's very, very heavy work. So I have to do it with that and therapy to make sure that I'm not overwhelming myself emotionally.
And shout out to her. Shout out to Dr. Moss, man. Both Dr. Mosses, right? I forgot that her husband does have a men's group every other Monday, and I got to get there, man, because I just need some brothers just to let me vent. Can I just vent? Because that's what we need. You know.
And you have to have a friend group or a circle. It doesn't always have to be large either.
It don't.
But you have to have people you can tap into and say, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
And you have to be intentional about finding that. Even when I came to back to Toledo, I didn't know what it was going to look like because the people that, I expected to be around, I expected to do life with that I did life before, absolutely not. God placed me in a whole nother circle. Shout out to my We Outside crew. They have been absolutely amazing. I had no idea that that's exactly what I needed. And then I have another, 2 other female groups, friend groups that have been there through thick and thin. Like I would not be where I am today if it had not been for one, God's grace and his strength and his mercy, but also for the people that he has surrounded with me. I tell people all the time, even if I wanted to fall, I would never, because I got people waiting to grab me.
Right.
They're not going to let me hit the floor.
They're not.
They're not going to let me hit the floor. So it's important that you be intentional about surrounding yourself around like-minded people that's in the direction that you want to go, and that people that can speak life into you. Because some days I just don't feel like it.
Right. And that's real. That's real.
But they know if I send a text message before I can press send, they at my door. You get what I'm saying? Like before, they're checking. Like, okay, so what's going on? Like, and to be honest, I'm the type of person I would isolate. I'll isolate. I will put my phone in D&D, and you can't get through. You can call as many times as you want to. You're not gonna get through.
Right.
But they know that.
Right.
They know that. They know that, and I'm so grateful for the people that God has surrounded me by, that shows me grace, that makes me have grace on myself, because I'm so hard on myself.
Yeah.
But I'm just so grateful for the space that I'm in. And I tell people all the time, and this may feel weird or sound weird to the human ear, but it's my truth. My son had to die so I can live. My son had to die so other people can live. And that's my story. And I'm sticking to it. And I tell people all the time, if I can save one person's life, then his death is not in vain. My pain is not in vain. And that's what it's all about. We should always be doing something that is bigger than us ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it's about. We have to remove ourselves and think about what it is about somebody. It's because I've been told so many times that my story has affected other people. And I've always been an open book, because I am a firm believer that God didn't bring me through any of this by itself for me to keep my mouth shut.
Right.
Yeah.
And if I can help somebody, if I can help the next mother, if I can help the next father, if I can help the next child, save their life, with swimming, and being educated, then that's what I'll do. And I will fight this journey until God calls me home. And that's the thing. My son has gone, but I'm not. And so God still has purpose in me. And then also too, I made a declaration that when my son passes, that I just would not exist, that I would live, that I just wouldn't survive, but I would thrive. Because there's still life in me, and I still want to enjoy life. There's so much more life to live, and I don't want to allow his death or my grief to take me out of here, because we all know stress is a silent killer.
It is.
So
It is.
I'm
It
very
is.
intentional about taking care of myself in therapy, in God, in church, in support. So this is how I'm able to be here.
Let me
And
say this.
She said a magic word that everybody needs to tap into in our community, and that's therapy.
Therapy. Thank you.
It's okay
Yeah.
to see a therapist.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me say this. Shout out to your support team. Shout out to every woman that has wrapped their arms around you to hold you. That's got to be the best feeling in the world. That just sounds like you can just let go and just breathe and cry and snot and all of that, and they not judging you
At all.
they handing you the tissue, they even wiping the snot from your nose, like let it go. Man, I need one of them.
Well, I have them, so I do understand what she's talking about, because I'm at that moment right now with this conference.
Listen,
I ain't gonna hold you.
Right.
Yes, I get it.
And what's up with these men walking, man, getting divorced from these top-notch women, man? I'm shaking my head, because I didn't know you. I didn't know, but now I'm thinking, like, what are we doing?
Listen, that's a whole nother story.
And that goes for you. That's a whole nother story, a whole nother day. But I'm like, gee whiz.
Well, sometimes our purpose, they can't handle that.
Ooh.
Everybody's called to their own purpose. And sometimes when they have a purpose, it might not align to where we're going.
But okay, we're gonna talk about that another day, because I'm sitting over here like, hey, remember?
And when you do, I'm locked and loaded.
Look,
ready.
You ready? You ready? Tamika, you got to come back so we
I'm
can,
ready.
because I got some questions. Because I see people now, and I want to be like Kazoo on the Flintstones. I want to be like, hey, you dumb, you let that go? You must be out of your mind, dumb.
and I mean, and I know Tomica, and we've had this conversation before, because we both literally went through divorces at the same time. And, there comes a moment where you have to choose to live. And it's not easy. Like she said, going to the grocery store to buy groceries, and you don't know what to buy. Or here it was me going to the grocery store and I'm buying stuff, but realizing like, hey, you don't need to buy that much.
You know what?
To
but
the point where I
bet
don't
you
even
that,
go grocery shopping
I bet you her baby eating up all the food now.
He gonna
don't mess with my nephew now.
My baby gonna eat, and he eat good. He got a nice palate. I will put some turkey legs, some smoked turkey on that night in a crock pot. He'll wake up like, Mommy, you making some greens? Cause he know my baby got a good palate. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Ashton King. That's my baby.
Ashton, yeah.
Yes, that's my baby.
Nephew walk all the way up there to me at church and go, I want some candy.
Oh my God.
I want some candy.
And then he take it and go away. I'm like, ooh.
Okay.
But fight to get up there too.
Oh,
fight to get up there.
Yeah, but I know he eating good.
Oh yeah,
I know
he real good.
But you know what? I could tell people all the time. You know, I these last 4 years, I've experienced so much, and if I were to go back, just to even childhood, I've experienced so much. But I can say where I am now in my life, I'll do it all over. The peace that I have,
can't nobody mess with it.
The peace that I have. The joy that I have, and it sounds crazy to the human ear because people thinking, well, how can you have joy? Your son is gone. How can you have joy? But God just got a way. But you're not going to be able to find it until you tap into Him.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the only way. But now I'm not saying it don't hurt. Now I'm not saying I don't have my moments, and I'm not saying that I'm not at a place to where I'm still, growing and I'm still learning and I'm still healing. But to be where I am now, I'll do it all over again.
Do it all over again. Shout out.
That's what people need to understand. It's the peace of God that will people won't understand it. They don't understand how you move.
Right.
But once you settle into that peace, ain't nothing gonna mess it up.
Man, shout out to our sponsors, Early Start Behavioral Health, KSM Mobile Laundry, McCain Insurance and Casualties, Jamaican Reggae Kitchen, Your Computer Needs of Toledo LLC, Cartier One Auto Sales, Nickel Bar and Grill, The Social Butterfly, Pink Lady Cigar Club. Before we leave, ladies and gentlemen, we always like to say something to you that will encourage you, motivate you, and push you on your day. Dr. Liddell, what would you like to say?
I'm going to talk about the Unfinished Girl Conference. Today is a great example of finding a way to pour into yourself. And come see me next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night for the Unfinished Girl Conference here in Toledo at the Hilton Garden Inn at Levis Commons. Tuesday and Thursday, we're going to pour into you. And Friday and Saturday night, let me get these dates right. Thursday and Friday, we're going to pour into you and fill your cup up.
And that's at the Canaan Manifested Word?
Actually, no. The Hilton Garden Inn is the workshop.
It's a workshop.
Hilton Garden Inn workshops in the daytime, Canaan Manifested Word in the evening for a service.
Okay, there we go.
And on Saturday night, I need everybody who can come party with me at the Hilton Garden Inn because we're going to celebrate mental health and wellness and have a great time on the floor with DJ Cecil. Cecil's my DJ.
Okay,
so.
all right.
Sneaker Ball Edition. You can't forget that.
Sneaker Ball Edition, yes. Come cute with your sneakers, ladies.
Okay.
And gentlemen. We need the men there, too, because we like to dance with the guys, too.
All right. Jesse, what do you want to say?
Make sure you follow us on all social media at the 419 Grind and visit the website, the 419grind.com/shop. We have Juneteenth shirts on the website, so get your Juneteenth shirts.
Get your Juneteenth shirt. Get your shirt. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, you are the head and not the tail, and above and not beneath. Why? Because your future is in front of you and not behind you. You do what you need to do in order to do what you want to do. Have a great day on purpose. We out. Peace.
God didn't bless me just to get by. Didn't wake me up just to barely get through the night. I'm walking in favor, I'm living overflow. Exceedingly abundantly, that's how the promise goes. Nah, not just to get by. He opened doors I couldn't pry. I'm blessed beyond the limits of my mind. Nah, not just to get by. I remember nights when the fridge was talking loud. Empty shelves, heavy prayers, faith in the clouds. Mama said, hold on, God sees it all. Even when the pocket's thin, we still stand tall. Now I see the vision clearer than before. He don't give crumbs, he prepared a whole store. If he said it, he meant it, I trust what he said.